Welcome back to all our viewers and welcome to I League 2 as the second half of the Delhi and Sporting Club Bengaluru continues. And now Manoj with an opportunity to give that right cross, a good pass. Oh my word! That should have been 2-1 Sporting Club. And a very good move initiated in the very first play of the second half. We'll see the ball go right over the post and we can see the sigh of relief on that keeper because that should have been the second goal for Sporting Club. That would have also put them on the lead early into the second half. Nevertheless, play continues. Manoj now, the captain, was on the ball, but the kick was taken by his teammate. Now the ball is with Tiga, who plays it on forward towards Kishan Singh, who plays it toward that right side on that flank. The ball now played back to Gigi, who plays it forward to Shravan Shetty, and the ball is lost. Back with Sudeva as the keeper will sail the ball away. Now Sudeva on the ball will look to regain that lead they got in the first half. Oh, nicely done. Just as he created space for the shot at the right place to stop him. Cross comes in. Oh my word, that was close. That was really close. And a lot of things happening here at the box. And now the ball will finally be safe in the hands of Satyajit. Plays it forward in search of his teammate there. That was Tomyo, who was putting pressure on the ball there for Sudeva. You have Gautam, who plays the ball forward. Couldn't find his teammate, but he sure did find the goal in the 28th minute using his head, literally, as Sporting Club had equalized against Sudeva after going down 1-0. Of course, the home side want to keep their record intact of remaining unbeaten at home. And Sudeva, on the other hand, want to come off of that defeat in their previous encounter against Maharashtra Rang. So a couple of scenarios here as the ball is safe in the hands of the keeper. A couple of scenarios here wherein Sudeva are trying to break that loss and they don't want it to become a two-game losing streak. And as for Sporting Club, they're trying to get that streak going because their matchups have been loss followed by a win, followed by a loss, and then a win in the previous game. So they would want to get a streak on. That would make it a lot more challengeful for them when they go on for their next away game. They've not found a victory away from home. But what better way to defend yourselves away by getting a good streak at home? As the ball is now in the hands of the coach. Let's go off it. Think that throw in is not in the jurisdiction. Once again, welcome to all our viewers. I see a lot of comments coming on the chat box. Do keep your comments coming in and continue to show your support for both the sides. And do follow your sides on social media platforms. Now that's a good run. Tiga smartly played to his teammate. The cross will find one of the defenders. It needed to be a bit more effective to get through. But it's going to be a challenge that goes against a sporting club. It's going to go a sporting club way. Trying to get that run, get that pass to his teammate, but the defense of Sudeva is also alert enough. Yeah, you pull a jersey like that, you do get penalized in any sport for that matter. Sends the ball long toward that side, his left flank. But the defenders of Sudeva have come into the second half with a different intent altogether. I think, barring that first move from Sporting Club, Sudeva have done well in these first 5 minutes, or 7 odd minutes to be precise, in the second half. It's going to go Sudeva way. As the second half unfurls, I urge all our viewers to keep the chat box running and feel free to ask any question using the hashtag Ask Your Commentator. And I will definitely try to satisfy your answers with my voice. I know the ultimate satisfaction would come for you if your team scores a winning goal now. Well, 40 minutes, 40 odd minutes of football is left to play, and we can see something happen here in the Bengaluru football stadium. Now Sudeva trying to get that attack going. They haven't done so much in the second half. They didn't do so much in that initial minutes of the first half as well, but they did it all when they scored that goal in the corner kick. And there, a player is brought down, and the referee immediately signaled for the medical staff. Hope he's fine, because it did seem like he took a hard one there. He seems to be fine. A good thing, as play will continue. Sudeva looking for that goal. Think before that they'll just have to, settle into that second half. as it looked like a challenge there on one of the Sudeva players, but it's just their ball right now. The shot, a powerful one. The keeper was there to save it first. The second option is not good enough, but that was a very, very quick, very good taken shot. And the second instance, what if the player directly decide to volley that in? You never know. You never know. But that being said, it's a corner kick yet again for Sudeva. I'm sure that signals something. And we know this team has good coordination with their corner kicks. We saw the goal come in the first half, wherein the ball curved its way into the far post. I think that is definitely a contender for one of the best goals of this edition. And I think it's the charm of this wonderful stadium. The Bengaluru football stadium. I've seen a lot of spectacular goals in the form of free kicks, very good plays from teams that's filled with good passing, good cuts, good runs, and good finishing, of course. I think looking back at this, Sporting Club would definitely have wished that first instance to have been a goal. And the throw in there will not get much out of it. Now, it was this very corner spot wherein we got to witness the first goal of this game. But it was the other side. Can Bengaluru United get the second one? It hit the post. The second shot comes in. And once again, the defense of Sudeva are saving the team when the keeper isn't there. This is the second instance in this match. Oh my word. The keeper was way off. The first instance he was beaten. It found the post. The second time, the shot was perfect. But the defender was equally perfect to be there at the right moment. Once again, a corner for Sporting Club. The keeper will play it away, and the Sporting Club continue to knock the doors in the second half. And Sudeva continue to just breathe with sigh as Sporting Club get close yet again. Early on in the first half, we saw a similar instance wherein the keeper was away and the shot was taken. But again, it was a defender who was there at the line to just prevent it from crossing. And I'm sure we're going to have plenty of such enthralling moments to witness in this matchup as the match progresses. And now Sudeva trying to create an opportunity out of this. But that pass needed to be directed to his teammate, and there was no run being made from the left flank. And now on this right side, an attack initiated by Sporting Club. It didn't work quite well, but the ball is won back and they will get another chance. A good give and go, but not good enough to find his teammate on the second instance. And it's going to be out for a goal kick. My friend Yashwardhan has a very interesting question for me. Well, my friend, I know Hindi very well, but when it comes to pronouncing every word on a fast pace while watching a game, it would be a little too difficult for me, which is why I stick to my comfort zone, as we will look to see which team moves out of their comfort zone in search of that second goal. And a very good piece of dribbling there by Manoj. He's made that pass, he's made the run simultaneously. The ball is moved on to that left side. A couple of options, he will cross it, but it finds the defender of Sudeva. The ball still with the Sporting Club. He tried to get that cheeky play to his teammate who made the run, but it did look like it was out for a corner. But the referee, who is more experienced than I am, says it is going to be a goal kick. I think this itself showcases, how all of these players are at a professional level, because the other day, while covering a different state level league, the players are of the same age, of the same level of maturity, we all hope. But I've seen instances wherein players sit and argue with a decision of, just like the previous one we just witnessed, it was a close call, could be a corner. But I've seen players go on and argue with the ref so much. But it's good to see the players depicting sportsmanship and fair play here in the I League. And that shows how mature they've all become and how they continue to grow as individuals, as athletes, as now the lead is what should be grown for either one of these sides, as the deadlock needs to be broken, and that challenge was clear enough. And now Sudeva Delhi come the other way. Question is, which way do they go to get past that defense that settles in very quickly? The Sporting Club formation and their gameplay altogether. We've not seen them be in a situation wherein they are facing a shortage of men, especially while tackling the attack from the opposition. Support continues in the chat box as well, and also in the Bengaluru football stadium. We see a lot of supporters. Unfortunately, it's behind the camera, which is why we don't get a good glimpse of it, but we get a good glimpse of what Sudeva can get out of this. Can they get the shot away? The shot comes in, it's straight into the hands of Satyajit. And Satyajit will clear it long. That's a good run. Plays it on to the right side, searching for his teammate who had just come in the form of a substitute. The players also down for Sudeva. I think the referee will stop play only when the possession changes, or unless the team stops. Yep, this is gonna be added on to the injury time, of course. But that being said, we hope the player's fine. Looks like a cramp that players often sustain at this point in the match. You've been standing and running for over an hour, so this is true football and the repercussions of being an athlete. But he's good. He's good. He's fine and he's good, and that's a good sign. As the players quickly drink some water and will continue. You can see the fans in the chat box urging for a goal. Of course, Sporting Club with an opportunity. Can they create a big chance out of this? The cross or the header hits the post. And I think this is fourth or maybe the fifth instance in this second half wherein Sporting Club have come very close to scoring. And this is for sure the second instance wherein it's hitting the same post. And the woodwork has entirely not been in their side. Now Sudeva will keep the ball and try to get that attack going for them. That's going to go Sudeva way. As we see a lot of activity on the sidelines, players warming up, as well as a lot of activity on the chat box. I would like to reiterate, do feel free to add any question and direct them to me using the hashtag AskYourCommentator. And I will definitely try to answer you with as much as footballing knowledge I possess with regard to this game or in regard to the league or football in general, as the ball is played forward for Sporting Club. They've gotten their attack going in many instances, but they've not gotten an effective one altogether. And the first phase of this second half has entirely been Sporting Club coming very close. We've not seen Sudeva come close to scoring. I think Bengaluru had that intent from the very first minute. We saw that instant wherein a good cross came in. He had the clear space to take a good shot, but it just went over the post. And after that, of course, there were many more instances. Well, in Sudeva's defense, there was one moment when Sudeva actually had that shot. And the keeper, of course, got that first save. Ball won back by Sudeva. Tries to get that counter going, plays it onto the left side, but it's Tiga who's there to address the issue, as he is always there. And now it's played on to the right. Sporting Club searching for that. The cross. The goal comes in for the home side. They've been knocking the doors constantly, and it was only a matter of time before they found their way in the back of the net once again. And Sporting Club will take the lead. And we've seen time and again this cross, this particular move being played. And it was just going to happen. It was bound to happen. And it has finally happened, as Sporting Club have rightfully claimed their lead in this game. This is what they do. Even against Maharashtra Rang, we saw at halftime how it was tied and how Sporting Club approached the second half with a different intent altogether. And now they've gotten the lead with about 20 minutes remaining. Will they look to double the lead and get that extra bit of cushion? Ball played on to the right side yet again. Cross. This time the defenders there to play to safety. Question from Chandrasekhar. Apologies, my friend. Surely missed it while savoring that goal And a prediction from my end would just go on to side with the home side right now because of how they've approached the second half. They found the second goal and they're not stopping right now. So it's going to be 3-1 is what I feel. I feel there could be another goal in this game. And the nature in which Sporting Club has been attacking all throughout, I'm sure they won't settle because the goal difference will play a very important role in this I League 2. Because when you look at how the teams are all poised, any team is capable of beating any team. So you can never be too sure of being in a particular position or being in a particular plate in the table. That's why every goal you score is going to be important. Tiga plays it back to safety. They've entirely commanded over the second half so far. Even from the possession point of view, we see how Sporting Club maintain the possession as Manoj will curve one into the middle of the box. Won't find one of his teammates. Win here will take Sporting Club to 9 points. And also, not quite sure of the result of the previous game that is happening simultaneously, wherein the table toppers, Bengaluru United, are playing. Because if they would lose that game, then it would be Sporting Club that go on top. However, even if Sporting Club can take away 3 points from this, they could still find themselves second on the table as a player down for Sudeva. Yeah, at halftime, the score on the other side of the I League 2, Bengaluru United against United Sports Club, it's table toppers that lead 2 goals to 1. The similar rationale here. But if things go Sporting Club's way entirely today, they could see themselves find their way to the top of the table. Now, a bit of space there. He wanted to make that pass to Manoj, but he's going to get a corner. We see a lot of support for Bengaluru football altogether being shown in the chat box. And rightly so. I think time and again we've seen how football has drastically grown in the city of Bengaluru and in Karnataka altogether, especially with the division football system, as to how precise it is, how well formulated it is altogether. Speaking of the division, I think Sporting Club Bengaluru in the inaugural year, in their very first campaign, won the Super Division, of course, and found themselves in the I League 3, from where they qualified here to the I League 2. So if onwards and upwards was a definition, Sporting Club Bengaluru is a depiction of that. What does Sudeva do from here on? They have about 15 minutes to change the rationale of this game if they want to. It's going to go Sporting Club's way, as they will have to hold on for the next 13 minutes in order to close out and get the 3 points out of this match and also maintain their home record. It will be three consecutive wins for them at home here in the Bengaluru Football Stadium. They will be playing their next match at home as well, and they will look to get that run going, the streak going, because the previous match was a big win against Bengaluru United, a 2-0 victory. So 3 games, if they can continue to get those wins, it will be a very good road trip for that after their next home game, of course. And that's why they will be put to the challenge, because they've lost both their games away from home so far. But the fan base of Sporting Club, we've seen how supportive they are of their team. Even in the stadium, you can hear the trumpets, the drums. It's always there. The substitution now for Sudeva, as they search for that super sub who can change their fortunes in this game. But that will be speculative, because the defense of the attack of Sporting Club is not going to stop, and the crosses, the initiations continue time and again for them. And now Manoj gets back the ball, asks it back, but he finds his teammate getting the ball to one of the Sudeva players. Now Sudeva just trying to contain things altogether, because whenever we see a Sudeva player with the ball, the constant pressing from Sporting Club is working. And they do have the upper hand. The shot comes in over the post. And we are seeing that type of football being played, wherein the team with the lead, while being aware that the opposition is under pressure, is just taking advantage of it. And they rightly have to do that, because every goal is going to be important when we look at it from a league perspective. Of course, a lot more matches to be played. Player brought down. It's going to go Sporting Club way. I think credit should go to the defense of Sporting Club Bengaluru altogether, because we look at how They initiate almost every play, and how effective they are to contain every aspect of Sudeva's attack. Majority of the times when we see Sudeva getting going with the ball, it's the defenders of Sporting Club who are in the right positions, troubling the players of Sudeva. Of course, we see Manoj always there, the captain. He's there creating those chances in the attack. He's also there to stop the play. Tiga, another person always visible. Not to forget Gautam, the goal scorer, who scored the equalizer, and Shravan Shetty, who also makes the runs. So you have a defense that is so well coordinated and so dangerous, even on the attack. That opens things up a lot more. That gives the additional options for any team. As a player will get attended to by the medical staff. Tiga will find his teammate there. Not entirely. That would have been one of those Van Persie headers if he could direct that to the back of the net. Nevertheless, I'm sure we will get to witness one of those goals here in the I League 2, because we did witness something that we don't see very often in football. You don't see it at the highest level also in world football, the goal from the corner. Well, we got to witness that. A very good one, a very good opening goal to this game. But after that, it was two good plays of football. Of course, the equalizer from Sporting Club was that throw in from Tiga, followed by that touch and then the header from Gautam to clean it up. And a smart header there with the first goal for Sporting Club. He decided to get it off a bounce, which makes it difficult for goalkeepers to judge where to move. And the second goal from Sporting Club was just inevitable for Sudeva to contain, as a couple of substitutions will take place for Sporting Club. And Johnson Joseph will be checking in, along with Papuya. So, two players coming in, and also Ramesh Chetri coming in for Sudeva. Unfortunately, the jerseys of Sudeva players don't have their surnames, because I'm sure that could have shaken the Sporting Club players a bit. Who can forget Mr. Sunil Chetri, who's had a massive impact on Indian football. Sure, he's inspired a lot of these players who are currently here on the pitch. There's a good run there from Freddie, one of the substitutes for Sudeva on that left side. He made that pass back to his teammate, who will contain the ball. That's Shlok Tiwari, another substitute who's coming for Sudeva. That's Aditya to Sinam Michael. Back to Aditya, played forward. It looks like the players brought down there. It's going to be a free kick for Sudeva from a very interesting position. And here, if we could see one more ball curved into the back of the net, nothing like it. As Semin Mang Manchong, who's also the captain, is standing before the ball, as Sinam Michael Singh also joins him. I'm sure both of them are discussing what should they do as we're into the last 5 minutes of this game. This could be a big opportunity for Sudeva to find the equalizer and spoil the party here today, this Thursday evening for Sporting Club. What does the captain do here? Will you see him go direct? He goes direct, just over the post. And this is as close as it gets for Sudeva Delhi. The strike was over the post. Satyajit not trouble there. Just a few more minutes left in this game as Sporting Club look to close this out and get those 3 points. The cross will find the keeper there. An opportunity. The flag has stayed down. Or it looks like the flag has gone up. And for a moment there, I think the forward on the left was also a bit too astonished as to why the flag didn't go up initially. But the flag did go up and offside called as Sudeva are just searching for some way or the other to get that equalizer. And as for Sudeva, they will stay in Bangalore after this game as they will have to face Bengaluru United in their next encounter. Well, Sporting Club can just get this victory and wish Sudeva all the very best for that game, because if Sudeva can get a victory out of that, it would make things difficult for Bengaluru United and open up things for Sporting Club to find their way comfortably to the top of the table. And they will be playing on Monday, Sporting Club up against Kenkare. And now Sudeva will cross the ball, but nobody is here on this left side to collect it. Tiga quickly comes in on frame and throws it in. I think the game has entered the phase wherein the team with the lead knows that it's the closing minutes. They just need to play smartly and systematically in order to close this one out. As Sudeva will just press continuously and attack in every given instance in search of that equalizer. The ball is sent into the box. He wanted no overhead kick there, but it was not rightly executed. Player brought down there as Sudeva will quickly start things up again. And the player on the left with a little bit of space, but not much of space because the defender's there. I mean, technically, when you look at it from a football perspective, this is plenty of time for an equalizer to come through. As the throw in comes in, it's not as effective as the one Tiga took that led to the goal. It was a similar spot. A cross comes in, that's effective, but it couldn't find the teammate there. Should have been a feet taller. He could have headed it into the back of the net. You see Satyajit urging all his players to move forward. We're into the 90th minute of this match. And the referee would have signaled as to how much minutes will be added on to this game. Now Sudeva will press all together with whatever they have in these last few minutes in search for that equalizer, in search to avoid a defeat. And once again, it's going to find its way out for a goal kick. Okay, it's going to be a corner kick. And we all know what Sudeva can do from a corner. I'm sure this Wakanda Forever sign of all the corner kick takers before they take the corner kick for Sudeva is a particular move that they intend to play from their playbook. Is Satyajit, the keeper for Sporting Club, is down and gets attention from the medical team. He's back up on his feet and good to go. A lot of activity happening in the middle of the box. Here comes the corner. Can they get something off it? The keeper was brought down, but it looks like he's going to stay down as he picks up another injury. It looks like he collided with one of the Sudeva players as the referee and the players signal for the medical team to come out and attend to Satyajit. But I think he's also signaled simultaneously that he's fine. That's fair play and kudos to Satyajit. We often see a player in the dying minutes of the game, especially when they have the lead, searching for an opportunity to be brought down on the ground and attain that medical staff, kill some time. But now, if they score the goal here, it will be good night. Sudeva. Oh, the cross was in a very interesting position. The shot followed by that also was interesting, not interesting enough to find its way into the back of the net. They may not find the third goal, but if it stays like this, they'll find all 3 points out of this encounter. Tiga there with a very good tackle. And he makes that pass, makes the run simultaneously on that right side. The shot coming in, but nothing much coming out of that shot. Once again, Tiga to stop that pass from Sudeva. And a booking takes place here for Sudeva. The player still not too happy about that decision. Simranjeet Singh, one of the substitutes. It's played on to the right side towards Syed Umer, who couldn't quite contain it altogether. The whistle could go off at any minute now, as Sporting Club will wait for that whistle to celebrate those 3 points. 6 goals for them across their last 3 home matches, and they've conceded 2. But they can definitely work on that. That's a good ball on the left side, but defenders there. But Simranjeet will get the ball again. A good slide tackle to deny Simranjeet a bit of space. He quickly takes a throw in to his teammate. Aditya will switch play on to the other side. Looks at his options. Tries to find Simranjeet again. And now the player makes some space there. And a challenge. Players down for both the sides. Needs to play it on to that left side. Player was free. Yes, the ball is played on. And he gets past Tiga. Makes that pass. And there we go. The full-time whistle here in the Bengaluru Football Stadium, I League 2, as Sporting Club Bengaluru will take away 3 points against Sudeva. Sudeva Delhi FC took the lead early on in the match, but Gotham decided to make things level for them. And then in the second half, a few minutes later, Sporting Club took the lead. It was Sporting Club who attacked entirely in the second half, barring the last few minutes, wherein Sudeva, with some ambition, came in. But it is the home side that had more of better football today. And that is why they will be walking away with 3 points. Credits to Sudeva for putting up a good performance, for holding on to that attack in several instances. And definitely, the highlight for them would entirely be that one goal, the first goal of the match, which is a very good free kick. Apologies, it seemed like a free kick, but it was a corner kick that led to that goal. But Sporting Club held their nerve, and that's why they remain unbeaten at home, as they will get a 2-game winning streak and will look to make it a 3-game winning streak this Monday when they take on Kenkre at home. That being said, a very good match of football comes to an end here in the Bengaluru Football Stadium. This is the I League 2, and Ryan James signing off from the commentary box. Thank you for joining in, and have a nice day.